The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Texas State Technical College. Texas State Technical College offers advanced manufacturing programs like automation and robotics, industrial maintenance, and semiconductor technology. Kelly Koch is here to tell us more about them. And Kelly, how is TSTC adapting its programs to ensure local students are ready for these advanced incoming jobs?
Sure. Thank you, Rosie, for having us. So the reason Texas State Technical College was created, our mission is very simple: to put Texans into great paying jobs. We were actually created by the Texas legislature in 1965 to meet the technological needs of Texas at that time. And that's what we do today. We work with industry to meet the technology, the skilled jobs that are needed in today's workforce.
Okay, and you recently broke ground on a $47 million manufacturing technology center. What will this expansion mean for the campus's capacity, and how critical is semiconductor training to the future of the Central Texas workforce?
Yes, so it's going to be our manufacturing technology center, and it's going to be over 70,000 square feet. And it's going to house our industrial maintenance program that we already have, but starting in the fall, we're going to be also offering our semiconductor technology program and also our automation and robotics. Now, our new building, which we're super excited about, will not be ready until spring of 27. And this is due to all of the semiconductor industry coming to Central Texas, because again, at the end of the day, TSTC, we meet industry needs through workforce development.
How do you accommodate non-traditional students or adult learners who need to balance class with family?
Sure. Absolutely. The majority of our population is traditional students, but being an adult educator, we also have a place for our adult learners to upskill and reskill. And they can do that in numerous ways. In addition to offering day classes, we also offer evening classes if they need to work during the day. We want to make sure that our students are successful when we place them in industry, and we're going to support our students in any way we can to ensure they get that certification or that degree.
So for parents and high school students in Central Texas who want to get a head start on a lucrative career without major debt, what pathways or dual credit opportunities do you guys offer right now?
We have dual credit pathways where students can actually start in high school and they can graduate or with a certification with that program that we're partnering with them. It can be not only in advanced manufacturing, but we also have HVAC, precision machining technology. Please go to our website at tstc.edu to get more information on that.
Really fascinating stuff today, Kelly. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Rosie.
Learn more at tstc.edu. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Texas State Technical College. Welcome back, everybody. Claire Saldana of Style Done Easy usually brings us fun fashions from local boutiques. Today it is something different. It's really cool. Upcycled looks from a designer who uses boots for inspiration, called Mixed Fashion by Jada Taylor. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning.
This is so cool. Jada, tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind your brand.
So my brand's called Mix. We're a little bit street, country, colorful. I like taking like a Western element and doing something unexpected while being zero waste.
Okay, well, I can see that just from your shirt.
Yes.
You've got a little cowgirl print going on,
Yes.
but also it's still street fashion. So how do you marry those two ideas in a way that looks cool when it struts down the runway or the, sidewalk?
I don't know, it's like whatever calls to me, whatever strikes. I'm like, how do we make this something different, something interesting, maybe adding bling or like some stitching or like lots of color. I love doing something like unexpected that way.
Okay, and we're gonna see some looks with color today. I'm gonna have you two come a little closer to me and we're going to bring out our first model, Abigail. And Abigail looks like she is ready to go to a Western concert. I'm obsessed with this. So the boot look is the corset up top.
Yes, it's here, and then it's a tie back, which is one of our popular styles because you can wear it many ways. But this is like our classic honky tonk mixed cowgirl. She's got her chaps made by me and the boot top.
So you see that it is actually a boot that has been turned into a top, and that's what I love about Jada's stuff, because while I love fashion, it can be so wasteful. Like, do you know how many shoes end up in the landfills?
every single year? I would have no idea.
It's like 90% of shoes.
What?
Which, when I Googled that, I was shocked because I thought there's no way. And Jade is doing something so amazing by taking things like that and turning them into fashion, upcycling them, and giving them new life. It's really gorgeous.
That is really gorgeous. Super cool. And the chaps are just so fun. Jada,
Yes.
can you just touch on those for a second for me?
I like started this idea in 2019 because I'm like, how do I make chaps like just be a little more fun and flashy? And so I make them with like a flare leg. So when you're doing your little two-step, which I'm not that good at, but you know, it's like, wow, who is that girl? And that's
But the
what
sequins
makes
are picking up the light.
Yes.
It looks like a lot of fun. Okay, Abigail, thank you so much. Looks amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and bring out Rhiannon. She's showing off another look, but done in a totally different way. So she could be going somewhere totally different.
Yeah, so she could be, you know, going out for the night. Maybe she's having a little engagement party or something she's going to. But this just shows how you can layer it different ways. Like you don't have to do like the crop style. You can wear a dress, button downs, basically anything you want.
I like the idea of layering up because while I love this style, it is a little bit more body conscious.
Yes, it is.
Yes, this with a white collared shirt and some jeans would be so gorgeous. And imagine a whole bachelorette party with a bunch of these.
Oh, that would be so fun.
That'd be so fun.
And boot styles of all different colors.
Yes.
Really fun stuff. And then again, this is a tie back. So what I'm picking up on here, Jada, is that there is an availability for multiple sizes.
Yes, multiple sizes is our universal fit. We also do carry a lot of plus sizes, so people are like, I can't fit into this, and I say, I'll prove you wrong. I usually do. But I've like had so many prototypes and different styles. It really is for everyone, and that's something that Mixed is about.
Yeah, with the tip the cowboy hat. Okay, it looks amazing, Rhiannon. Thank you so much. And then the newest little line to come out is this beautiful red. We're going to bring out Morgan, who is showing this little top the way it was intended. We don't have anything going on underneath it.
Yeah.
She looks like she could be going somewhere really fun.
This is our new collection, the Bayou Girl.
Bayou
She's a swamp kind of gator girl. We have new pictures out there, really cool. And then it's another popular style is I make upcycled jeans and I add some lace in the front to give you like some air, some cooling while being cute. But I just thought, I don't know, this is a perfect example of me. Just a little red with some blue. Doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense.
It makes sense when you
Total
see it all
sense.
together. And the red style of the boot, how
Yeah.
fun to use something so bright and colorful and
Yeah.
upcycle that.
And this is like our full panel. So this is like a full pair of boots. So it's leather all the way around.
Okay.
So it's different from the tie back. It's a little more of our traditional.
But I like that there's stretchy,
Yeah, the
like
smocking.
smocked fabric in the back.
Yes.
Helps out a lot. And then talk to me about the way you upcycle jeans because this is a really cool look.
I love upcycling. I love denim. Like I use a little scrap of
Is
denim.
that why you and
did-
Claire are friends? 'Cause
Yeah.
Claire's so into denim.
denim.
I knew it. Like I did this to my shirt. Like I love like doing different jeans stuff, but you know, I moved here and I was like, it's a little hot. So I'm like, let's make jorts different. So this cools you off. I have like so many different colors you can do. And yeah, I love them. I love my
Well,
jorts.
and not only that, you're keeping the integrity of the length while
Yeah.
still giving her a little bit of space to play with. So when we're doing these, like, it's a shorter top, it's a longer pair of pants, like, I think you, Claire, would have something to say on proportion.
Yes,
right?
I love the proportion of this. You know, like when jorts started coming back, I was like, oh no. Oh no. But then I started seeing pieces like this that Jada was doing, and it's so well proportioned that, you know, you don't feel like this is overwhelming this.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, thank you so much, Morgan. We appreciate it. And I'm going to scoot the pair of y'all back just if I can. We've got a lot of cool things that are happening for you, Jada, because you're zero waste, as you said.
Yes.
You even have the ability to come to someone, put together a party. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so you can now book us. We can come to your house. We can come to your business. We can do private shopping. We have the cutest pop-up setup ever. And then also we're launching a thing where you can build your own tie-back boot top. So you pick the boot, you pick its straps, and then I sew it for you right there.
Oh my gosh, so fun. And Claire, just reflect for me real quickly on how cool it is to find someone like Jada.
I mean, somebody like Jada walks into a production and you're like, dang, I need every single piece of this. And then when you see how curated it is and so thoughtful, I mean, you know, upcycling is such a thing and seeing how beautifully it can be done. I mean, challenge yourself. There's still a little bit of summer left. Upcycle something.
Keeping stuff out of the landfill.
Yeah.
So cool,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Claire is a commercial and personal stylist, y'all, and a closet organizer. Learn more about what she offers and see her portfolio at styledoneeasy.com. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Syntex Foundation Repair. If you're looking for the expertise of a company that's been in Central Texas for over 30 years, you're in luck. Mike Hanahan, sales manager with Syntex Foundation Repair, is here to share tips for homeowners. So Mike, what are the most common signs that a Central Texas homeowner might have a foundation problem?
When you start seeing doors and windows, doors don't close correctly, windows don't open and close. If you have a brick house on the outside, there's either going to be stair stepping in the brick, or you'll see they put a cold joint in there. You'll start to see that separate, or cracks in your slab. Some of the other things, sheetrock cracks, as well as sometimes your house starts to tilt and you won't even notice it, but the doors ghost open or close.
What makes Central Texas soils so challenging for foundations? This I'm really interested in.
Central Texas soils are super expansive. So when it rains, it's like a sponge in the sink. When it rains or when you get it wet, it expands, and when it dries, it shrinks. And it's basically what the soil underneath your house is doing. But that up and down movement season over season just gets worse and worse and worse.
Syntex has been around for over 30 years. What sets y'all apart?
We were started back in 1992 by a guy by the name of Ben Cooper. He ran it for until he passed away, and then he sold the company to 3 of the guys that worked for him. And we still run it as a family business. We do offer a lifetime warranty, and the warranty is for the lifetime of the structure.
How does a typical foundation repair project work? Basically, what can a homeowner expect?
So we start with, when you give us a call, we dispatch a field technician to come out. I did bring my zip level. We use these, they're to measure, it's basically like an altimeter. So we measure, we find a starting point and we measure looking for deviations. We just go after the areas that need work right now. So, you know, some companies will come in and they'll tell you put piers all the way around the house and inside, and it's very disruptive. You know, if the house is out of tolerance, we will pier those areas that need to be fixed right now, because the rest of the house may not ever move.
What's one piece of advice you'd give a homeowner who thinks they might have a foundation issue?
I would say give us a call. You know, we provide free estimates. It's better to get it checked out, have that peace of mind knowing that there's nothing wrong with the house, than it is to let it go, because the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost you.
Mike, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Visit WeLevelIt.com or call the number on your screen to schedule a free inspection. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Syntex Foundation Repair. Comedian, magician, and ventriloquist Andy Gross will be live in Fredericksburg at the Rockbox Theater stage this weekend. He joins us now with all the details. Rockbox, by the way, guys, is just off the main street. I just passed it not too long ago.
Yeah.
It's a perfect theater for a lot of fun. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about your
Okay.
history. You got
Let's do it.
into lots of fun different things. Tell me about how these types of entertainment are what you fell into.
I was about 9 or 10 years old, and I saw the movie Magic with Anthony Hopkins, and he had the dummy that came to life and was killing people, and I said, wow, this is really cool. This could come in handy later on in life. So no,
So it was a horror movie.
It was a horror movie that caught me. And then once I saw that, I said, this is great. I want to learn how to throw my voice and do some ventriloquism. And then the magic just came naturally next.
Okay. And I understand that you can do a little ventriloquism
Yeah.
for us.
let me out over and over again. A little back to your horror beginnings, but the fact that that is coming from you is shocking.
Strange, right? It sounds really strange. I've had
How
so
did you
much
learn
fun
to
with
throw
that.
your voice?
Well, back then, all you had were books. So I'd read these books, and you had no idea what to go off of, how it would work, how it should sound. But I would just mimic what a voice would sound like if it was coming from a distance. And I've had so much fun. I mean, I used to throw my voice in school.
Oh, I bet the teachers hated that.
I got good enough I could page myself out of class. I would do it on elevators. People hit the panic button. But my favorite place to throw my voice? Funerals.
Oh my gosh. I know you haven't really
No, I
done
haven't
it.
done that. I
God
haven't done that.
bless you,
No,
but-
I haven't done that. No.
So funny that that's the way you play around with things. And magic, you say, is a part of your show, and every single night gets to be different because of that.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Because I use so many different volunteers from the audience, so I never know how they're going to react or what they're going to say, so it keeps me sharp too, and I love doing that.
Okay, could you break out a little magic for
Yeah, you
us
ready
today?
for a quick trick? Okay,
Yeah,
we'll do a
quick
card
trick.
trick, huh?
Let's
Couple
see
of
it.
card trick, huh? Let me just do a little warm up here real quick. Okay.
Well, I just wish I could shuffle like you.
Oh,
My
no. Oh,
goodness.
it's not that hard, really. I got that. That's silly. Okay. Just imagine that I have 4 large cards right here.
Okay.
And there are 4 queens. I'm going to give you a free choice. Now, it's important to establish we have not prearranged anything.
We have not
We have
prearranged
not
anything.
set anything up. We just met.
Yep,
All right,
that's true.
4 queens right here. I'm going to remove 2 of them. 1, 2. I'm going to give you a free choice. Did I remove both of the red ones or both of the black ones? Your choice.
You removed both of the red ones.
Very good. See? Boom. That leaves us with,
2 black queens.
okay, I'm going to give you another free choice. Do you want the clubs or the spades?
I want the spades.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Want to change or stick with that?
I want the spades.
Totally up to you. Spades. Here we go. Check this out. Watch.
No way.
Now, here's the thing. You could have said anything because this is the only red one I have.
What?
Yeah, not only that, I didn't even bother bringing the other ones.
Do you just know psychologically that people are going to pick the queen of spades?
Not always. You could have said anything. I gave you the choice. I said, do you want reds, black, spades, clubs?
This is true magic, y'all. I
Crazy, right?
genuinely am shocked as to how he's done it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed.
Thank you.
One more for
One
the
more.
road?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Think of a card. You just
Okay.
think of one this time. Just think of one. I'm going to name it. You got it? I'm going to name your card Paris.
Pears.
I know that's weird. Let me explain. Let me explain. Okay. Look, I have a deck of cards. What was your card, actually?
It's the 10 of diamonds.
10 of diamonds. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to remove the 10 of diamonds. Let me find it. Let's go through here real quickly. Come on, 10 of diamonds. Where you at? 10 of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, 10 of diamonds.
It's deep in there.
It really is. Isn't it? You're not kidding. Where's the 10 of diamonds? Oh,
I
here we
was
go.
trying to pick
There
something
we go.
that would.
10 of diamonds.
Okay.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to place it right here. Watch. We'll keep it there. Now remember, I named your card Paris, but check this out. I named all the cards. This one I named Philadelphia. You see London, Rome, Sydney, Las Vegas, Amsterdam, Miami, Houston, Los Angeles, Tokyo, Boston, Denver, Singapore. I named each card a different name, right? But I named your 10, what'd I name it?
Pears.
Paris.
Oh my gosh. I genuinely don't know how it's done.
It's magic.
It's really impressive.
Well, there's a little
magic.
guy in here.
Oh man.
Come on, hey, let me out. Hey, let me out.
And he's the one writing down
He's
Paris.
the one writing it down. There you go.
Oh my goodness. What can we expect from your upcoming show this weekend?
Hopefully, you know, I try to do, it's not like your traditional magic show, so it's a lot of comedy. It's mostly comedy first and foremost. I like the audience to walk out of there and go, wow, we didn't know it was going to be that much comedy in there. So I really try to put that in there.
Is it family friendly or is it PG-13?
It is. It's well, it would be family friendly, PG-13 on the edge right there.
Okay.
I usually say it's suitable for all ages. It really is. Adults on a date night out are going to have a great time. Kids can come. Recommend it 12, 13 and up.
Okay.
But I always say it's perfect for a date night out. It really is.
Okay, and a great opportunity to go to Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
Have you been to Fredericksburg
This
before?
is the first time I've been there.
Okay, boy, do I have some recommendations once we
Really?
go off
Okay,
there. It's
yes.
one of my
I wanna hear 'em.
favorite places,
Yeah.
and it's a wonderful day trip here from Austin, just an hour and a half away.
I've heard it's fantastic. And then on Saturday night, I'll be in San Angelo at the Performing Arts Center there, San Angelo Performing Arts Center.
Well, sounds good
Yeah.
to me. Okay, and then where else can we watch you if we're trying to keep up with you? Because
Yeah.
I know you're based out of LA, but you travel all around.
Yeah, so if you go to my website, andygrosslive.com, I have a lot of stuff on there, Facebook, Instagram. It's all andygrosslive.com.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
and there's a
sounds
lot of
good.
videos. I have all these crazy viral videos that are a lot of fun that I'm always doing.
Because
so.
I bet you've got people who every single time are doing the, I can't believe it.
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
And that's
Are you
what
kidding
makes
me? Is what's
things
called. I
go
actually have a
viral.
new Amazon Prime special out. That's
Okay.
right. Called Andy Gross, and I hear people say, "Are you kidding me?" So I named it "Are You Kidding Me?"
Are
so
You
it's
Kidding
Andy
Me?
Gross, Are You Kidding Me? And it's on Amazon Prime.
Something to check out on Amazon
Yeah.
or just see him in person at Rock
There you go.
Theater.
Come on out.
All right, Andy, thank you
Yes.
so much. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. For more information and tickets, visit andygrosslive.com.
The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Austin Achieve Public Schools.
I feel like I've taken a true step back in time as I'm in an elementary school library here at Austin Achieve Public Schools, standing with Senior Director of School Operations, Julie Ann Mason. So excited to be here. Let's start with this. What inspired the start of Austin Achieve?
Yeah, so our founder, John Armbrust, he is native to Austin, and about 15 years ago, he became aware that at that time, the lowest performing middle school in the entire state of Texas was right here in Austin. And so he really felt like that was not fair to those families, and so he worked to open a high quality alternative for those families that would be rigorously academic and tuition free, so that all families would have access to that option.
Can you speak to a little bit like where Austin Achieve is today? Because we've come a long way in the last several years you guys have been here.
Yeah, definitely. So now we have 3 sites across Northeast Austin and Pflugerville, and we serve grades pre-K 3 through 12. So a scholar can remain with us on their entire public school journey, all the way from that very first classroom to their high school graduation.
And one really cool thing, you're opening a brand new pre-K location. So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we are really excited this summer. We are launching a new pre-K center at our Manor Road campus. And so we have newly refurbished classrooms. We have a brand new playground, especially for those youngest learners. And so we are enrolling as young as 3 years old in our pre-K. And we are also one of the few full-day pre-K programs in the area.
And people can enroll in that now.
Yes, we are enrolling now.
All right, we love that. What would you say makes Austin Achieve different from other schools here in the Austin area?
Yeah, so one thing that our families really appreciate is our restorative justice approach to discipline. So we are a zero suspension school. We believe that if a scholar makes a mistake, to send them home for 3 days to play video games does not really solve the core issue. So instead, we have a structured program where we work together with that scholar to address the root cause and ultimately to repair the harm to the community.
Let's say there's a parent watching, hearing everything you're saying, and they're interested. How do they learn more? What's the first step they take?
Yeah, so the best way is to go to our website, austinachieve.org. They can submit an application and our team will get in touch. And we are open enrollment, so anyone in the greater Austin area is welcome, and we would love to have them in Austin Achieve.
All right, Julianne, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For families interested in learning more or enrolling, may visit austinachieve.org or call 512-522-4190. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Austin Achieve Public Schools.
Welcome back, everybody. The Austin heat has definitely set in, and food content creator Taryn Elise is joining us with an easy and delicious grilling recipe or two to share today. Taryn, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for being here. Talk to us about being a food content creator. How did you get into this?
Just about like a year ago, I started posting what I was making me and my husband for dinner every night, and I never would have imagined it would even be what it is today, but I love sharing recipes and bringing people together through food. It feels really cool.
That's amazing. And so it was literally just what you guys were making for dinner at home.
Yes, like my whole thing, like slogan is tonight for dinner I'm making so-and-so, and it just...
And you must be an amazing cook, girl. Good
Thank
for
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I hear that you're inspired by your mama.
Yes, I would be in the kitchen with her cooking, even if it was just stirring the chicken and dumplings or something. But every night for dinner, I would send her what I was making. Well, after she passed away, I wanted to continue sharing it with somebody. I needed a little outlet. And so I started posting on TikTok and grew this amazing community.
Amazing, and here we are today.
I know.
What would you say about the style of food that you create?
Oh, I love everything. I love comfort food. I love making dishes from, like, trying to make dishes from different cultures. I love Indian food, Asian food.
Yum.
I'm everywhere with it.
But you're also an East Texas girl, so there's a lot of Texas cooking in there.
Oh yeah, I love comfort food, honestly. Fried chicken, macaroni.
I love it. Okay, any grilling tips for folks this summer?
Okay, I used to check the grill every 5 seconds to like see what it's doing in there, but my biggest tip is leave it alone, let the grill do the work. Getting a nice char is good, don't be afraid of that. Start with something easy. It doesn't have to be intimidating, and I always want to encourage more women to get on the grill.
Girl, because you're talking to me right now, I am afraid of the grill.
I know, the flames and stuff, it can be a little intimidating, but I don't know, the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it.
Okay, so don't be afraid to let things be a little bit patient in there.
Yes, that's my problem, is I love to check every 5 seconds.
And of course, we're letting the heat out of the grill the
every
moment
time.
we do that. Yeah. Feels like it's hot enough outside to be grilling like the food anyway, but you know, gotta keep it 450 or whatever.
Yes, I love grilling outside because it keeps my kitchen a little more clean and the smell stays outside.
And the smell stays outside, especially if we're really playing with flavors during the summer. Okay, so something that is really cool is that you've teamed up with the hot sauce brand Texas Pete.
Yes.
And they put you into a competition.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So me and like 5 other girls are entering this Girls Who Grill competition, and I guess like the community votes and sees which one is their favorite.
Okay, so we've got some Texas Pete sauce.
Yes.
What do you think about using the Texas Pete sauce? What do you use it in?
Oh, I could use it in anything. I used it throughout the whole recipe actually. I used it in the buffalo chicken popper filling. I used it in the crema for the elote, and I even used it in the ranch that I drizzle on the jalapenos. So I use it throughout the whole recipe.
Texas Pete's, it can be used all over the place.
Yes.
Okay, so talk to me about your jalapeno, chicken jalapeno grilled buffalo poppers.
Yes.
This is like, it's a lot
I know,
of words.
it's a mouthful.
But they sound absolutely delicious, and you've got them here.
Yes. So I started with seasoning some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I love using chicken thighs because they're kind of more forgiving on the grill. Chicken breast can kind of dry out.
And I was going to say they've got more moisture.
Yeah, so if you leave them on a little too long, they're a little forgiving. But then I shredded it up using my stand mixer, or you can use 2 forks, whatever works. Then mixed it with some jalapeno cream cheese, cheddar, and chives. And
That's
then
it?
the Texas Pete habanero buffalo sauce.
Wow, okay.
And if you don't like too much spice, you can use Texas Pete mild, or just use less, because I like spicy, so I like loaded up.
I was going to say, I'm not upset about spicy
Yeah.
myself. It's supposed to help cool you down in the summer heat, right?
Oh,
It
yeah.
helps get those sweat glands going. But then you stick them in a popper, and then do those
Oh,
poppers
yes.
go on a grill?
Yes, I put the poppers on the grill, I assemble everything, put them on the grill in indirect heat for like 5 to 8 minutes until they're nice and melty, and then you're good to go. Oh, I drizzle the buffalo ranch and some green onions. I love a good garnish.
A good garnish.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with this as far as a recipe. It doesn't sound all that difficult.
No, it might look like I put a lot of work into it, but honestly, it's really approachable, super easy.
Can we find your recipe online?
Yes, at Taryn Elise. It's on TikTok and Instagram.
Okay, good deal.
3
and what
E's.
we're going, 3 E's,
Yes,
Taryn
Elise.
Elise.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. And we want to talk about the elote that you brought today
Yes.
as well. You were going to finish some of that off for us.
Yes.
So you've grilled this corn. About how long did you grill it for?
I did it in the husk for like 18 minutes, just turning every so often, and then I tied the husk back so you can have a little handle.
It actually looks really nice.
I know,
that
it's
way.
kind of cute, honestly, but then got some good grill marks. Then we'll just take the crema. I mixed the crema with some lime juice and Texas Pete. Might get a little messy here.
That's okay. That's the way elote is supposed to be, right?
Slather it on.
And you know, with a spoon, it goes on pretty easily,
I
all
know.
things considered.
And then just using the back of the spoon.
I've always heard mayonnaise. Are we not doing
Oh,
mayonnaise?
yes, actually a little mayonnaise is in there.
Okay,
Thank you for
good.
reminding.
I was gonna say that's what I know elote as.
Yes.
But then, okay, we go to the cheese, and what kind of cheese are we using?
Cotija.
Cotija cheese.
It's really good. It's like a funkier cheese.
Got a little. It's not exactly like blue cheese, is it? But it's got a little bit more of a funky
Yes.
taste. Yeah. Okay.
I would say. And then
Drizzle all over.
Yes, I made some elote seasoning myself. It's just a bunch of seasonings that I like going in there.
Okay. Can you give us any idea? I know you probably don't want to spill all your juicy secrets.
It's like garlic powder and smoked paprika. Hate to see me coming. Honestly, I love some people that know me know I love seasoning, but then it's just some chili powder, even Parmesan is in here, some sugar.
Oh, sugar is an interesting addition.
Yes,
Yeah.
it kind of balances out really good.
Okay,
But-
and then you just sprinkle it all up, stick it in a nice casserole dish like this, and
got your
people are
little
ready to eat. I think that looks amazing. Okay, so where can we catch up with you and find more about your recipes?
My TikTok is Taryn Elise and Instagram. I post on both, but TikTok is the one that kind of
Blew up.
Yeah, I don't like saying that, but I'm like, it kind of did.
I'm going to cross my fingers for you too in this Texas Pete's Championship Challenge that you're in right now.
Thank
so good
you.
luck to you.
Thank you.
And we appreciate your time today.
Thank you, guys.
All right, for more recipes and cooking tips from Taryn, follow her on social media at Taryn.Elise. Austin Allies is a local volunteer organization that works with families to serve families right here in Central Texas. Erica Nallen and Marjorie Grogan are here to tell us more about it. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Good morning.
All right, we're starting with you, Erica. Tell us about Austin Allies and how y'all got started.
Sure. So I started Austin Allies about 10 years ago with 2 other moms, and we were just looking for ways to get our own kids involved in volunteering and serving the community and kind of like growing that empathy muscle a little bit, thinking a little bit more about, you know, other people and how they live and how something that we might do might make their life a little bit easier. So we started with just a couple of in-person activities. We made some cards for families at SAFE. We collected books for Book Spring, and then it just kind of snowballed and got bigger and bigger, and more families wanted to be a part of it. We became a 501c3 nonprofit. We have offices, we have staff now, and so we are working with lots and lots of different nonprofits around Austin and finding ways that kids and families can get involved in the community.
You continue to grow every year.
Every year we get bigger and bigger. Yeah,
Tell
more
me
families, more nonprofits.
I would like to hear why you wanted, so dedicated to making sure that your kids knew how to give back.
That's a good question. I think it's important for all kids to kind of get out of their own bubble and just kind of think about how other people are living and how what they do impacts other people and how they can make things.
Because it's pretty me when you're little.
It is. It's very, and I was noticing that with my own kids, and I really wanted them to kind of be a little bit more thoughtful about their actions and how they affected other people and how they might be able to help other people. And so it started out really personal, with just wanting my own kiddos to go volunteer, and I volunteered a little bit as a kid, and I wanted them to know it's a good feeling. It feels nice to know you're helping people. It's fun to go do it with other volunteers who are helping people. And so I just wanted them to experience that and then hope that they would become lifelong volunteers.
And little did you know you would create all these families who started giving back, which is incredible. So Marjorie, talk to me about the services that y'all offer now.
Sure. We offer different volunteer activities. So we do in-person activities. We do at-home activities where we send materials home with families so that they can do projects at home and bring them back to us so that we can deliver them to nonprofits. We have what we call a DIY activity where families can look at our website, pick an activity that they want to do on their own with their own materials at any time. They don't have to wait for a sign up for us. A lot of teens like that because they're trying to get volunteer hours for high school. What else?
We also have donation drives, I think
We
you
do.
said.
We do donation drives. Every month we try to do a donation drive, and they range from collecting mac and cheese to collecting gifts for seniors at Christmas time. And so it's a big variety.
Sometimes it doesn't even have to be new things. It doesn't necessarily have to be something you have to purchase. So it can be cleaning out your bookshelf. And some place like Book Spring will take books, gently used books. So it can be just, you don't have to spend the money sometimes to do it also.
I think it's amazing that it's time that families can spend together and that there's not a huge hump to get going. It might just be the craft supplies you already have at the house.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, Erica, how big is the need? Boy, you guys have grown.
We've grown a lot. So in 10 years, we've gone from kind of a little neighborhood organization where it was just family that I knew. The Mom Network is prolific. We spread the word about how to get together and do things together. And now we have over oh my gosh, almost 2,000 families that follow our newsletter and sign up. We had 550 families volunteer with us last year, most of them multiple times. And we gave back, we wrote it down, 14,000 volunteer hours to the community and helped 50 nonprofits. And we have about 95 to 100 nonprofits that we kind of help regularly. And last year we did supported 50 of them with our volunteer activities.
Those numbers are big.
It's big, and it grows. This year was the biggest growth.
It's been our
the
biggest,
I think it was a 40% growth in
It's going to be a brag at the end of
numbers,
2022.
We hope so.
And you guys have some success stories from your time together, and they can be on both sides of the fence. So they can be the families helping, and then the families that might be receiving.
Right. So one that sticks out is we had a man living at Foundation Communities who we would bake like a homemade meal and take it weekly to Foundation Communities. And he told them that it was probably the only home-cooked meal he's had in a long time. It reminded him of when his mom used to cook for him. So that one kind of,
Pulls at your heartstrings.
Yeah.
Do you have one, Erica?
Sure. So we worked with another organization called Austin Recovery for people who were struggling with substance abuse. And we just made cards for them. And we had the kids make cards. They're like, we believe in you, you can do it. And this one woman mentioned that she carried that card around with her. And when she was having a really hard day, she realized somebody in the community was rooting for her, and it kept her going.
Such a simple thing to say, we wish you well, we're cheering you on.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it was so important to that woman.
We get a lot of stories like that, and I always like to talk about, like, there's no act too small that doesn't make a big difference.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. I do want to ask, Marjorie, how we can help support you.
Well, we always like more volunteers. So more volunteer families signing up with us. Right now, we get a ton each week, but we always like to see more. More nonprofits to work with, more nonprofits to support in Austin. So if there's a nonprofit that hasn't worked with us yet, we'd love to hear from them. We love family sponsorships. We do have some families that donate to us on a reoccurring monthly basis, and that really helps, especially with like project supplies and things like that. We have corporate sponsors. We've had one, Julie, for a long time, who supports us in a lot of different ways. We do a food drive with her every year, and it's always very successful. So family, corporate sponsorships,
we are 100% donation-led. That's how we, do all the projects that we do. So we definitely need that community support, whether it's companies, families, individual donors. That helps us do all of these things.
You guys are pretty big heroes to me. You are amazing at what you do. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having us.
To see available activities and get full access to their site, sign up online at austinallies.org.